Good morning, everybody. I am in an estancia. Now, don't get fooled by the sunny conditions. It is quite chilly. I came here yesterday and I filmed a small chunk of a video about Argentinian politics. And let me tell you, man, these here places did play a role in them. Look, it's impossible to release this Independiente video without addressing the elephant that was the incidents with Universidad de Chile. I mean, I woke up that morning with messages from some of you and from my family. What's happening? Are you alive? So I was the previous day at the Racing Peñarol game in Avellaneda, and then I left to come here, and then we moved further to Rosario to catch the derby, the Clásico between Central and Newell's. It is so bloody peaceful here, man. Look, the scenes at the Independiente Stadium were atrocious. That guy in red who was hitting the Chilean boy, I mean, he hit him, I think, 3 or 4 times, and he hit him a 5th time behind the neck, till he fell down, till he collapsed. I don't understand that, man. I mean, that is barbarism in my books. And that means serious trouble for the person itself and in many aspects for the society. Where's that bloody microphone? Okay. This video that you're about to see on Independiente happened 10-12 days, something like that, before the game between Independiente and Universidad de Chile. At Independiente, there is no fence. I mean, Peñarol had a fence in front of them. That's one. 2, Independiente actually has a Barra Brava below that away fan stand. And there is something a little bit tricky with Independiente because the 2 Barra Bravas hate each other and are currently in an internal conflict which lasts many years and it's still active. And it gets even more complicated because when you ask people, normal fans, of Independiente, what do they think about the situation, they will say to you that we don't recognize one of the 2 Barra Bravas. They are plain, criminals who actually don't even support Independiente. They support other teams, Personally, I don't understand it. I mean, I'm way too outside of the thing to understand it, the intricacies. Anyway, the thing is that there have been incidents. I mean, you will hear me talking about them during the on my way to the stadium of Independiente. I actually bumped into a taxi driver who was a die-hard supporter of Independiente here in Rosario. And you understand that I did ask him. He told me the same. He told me that essentially a big part of the deal has to do with the conflict between the 2 Barra Bravas and also the provocations by the Chileans. And I also remembered there is an old story from the 90s with River Plate playing against Universidad de Chile and all kinds of chaotic scenes happening, mainly because of provocations regarding the Malvinas, las Islas Malvinas, what we know in Europe as Falklands.
De esto con Universidad de Chile. ¿Por qué es esto?
¿Por qué empezaron?
Sí.
Sí, pues no sé. En Independiente hay 2 facciones, hay 2 hinchadas, 2 barras.
Ok.
Una que es la legal.
¿Cuál es la legal?
La que está en estos momentos al mando. Y la otra es la de ese bebote que estuvo metido preso, lo rajaron del club y todo eso. Entonces va una fracción, va a una cabecera y luego la otra va a la otra cabecera.
That being said, when the first game happened in Chile, something extraordinary took place, in my eyes at least. One of the two Barra Bravas of Independiente were hosted by the Barra Brava of Universidad de Chile, los de abajo. I mean, try to picture this in your head. They actually hosted them, a week before the incidents. And at the same time, also in Chile, another, section of that, of the Universidad de Chile fans, stole a banner of a fan club of Independiente. I mean, can you understand these two things? One, so they host the Barra Brava and at the same time they steal a banner from a club. Weird stuff, if you ask me. The incidents that happened in the second leg are atrocious. I remember myself being in Europe and looking at the news. I mean, incidents like this have happened before, They have happened in Brazil, in Chile, in Argentina again. They happen, People are getting murdered in stadiums, yeah? Even a bloody war was started because of football in El Salvador. The fact that whoever was involved from Independiente side in the attack, the fact that they could do it is also tragic. I mean, as a football club, Independiente, right? The Independiente is the most successful football club in Argentina. In terms of Copa Libertadores, they have 7. Nobody else has 7. In the entire South America, The fact that they cannot control who goes where is a disgrace. We know that the Barra Bravas are strong. We know that they operate how they operate. But you have to control them, especially in such a game. Now, all that being said, I haven't forgotten that the moment that Chilean fans entered the stadium in Avellaneda, in Independiente, they threw stones, they threw chairs, they threw iron bars. I mean, it's gravity, right? Imagine getting an iron bar on your head. So, it's not that one side is 100% guilty of all the charges and the others are innocent victims. No. This is more or less what happened. My initial emotion was that bloody hell, life is cheap here. I hope it's not. It's also because of the news that we heard immediately that there were people dead. They were not. I mean, up until now, I haven't heard that one of the people severely injured actually died. I think it was the initial report because people were fainted on the stands. But I also understood, at least until yesterday that I was following the thing, that all of them are alive, injured but alive. For me, the most heartbreaking image was the one where the family of a fan were actually seeking information about him. That was heartbreaking, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's my 2 cents. See you in the video. Try to enjoy it.
How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to yet another vlog. Today we go to see Independiente. Independiente face River Plate today. It's not a super classico, but it is a derby. I mean, both teams belong to the big 5 of Argentinian football, Now, you guys have seen me so far focus mainly on Racing, which is true. I mean, I've been 3 times in Avellaneda, all of them because of Racing. I did, however, make a stroll around the red stadium of the area, Estadio Libertadores de América, which I'm going to show you right now. What's interesting about this neighborhood is that the existence of two teams, man. For example, Boca is only one, you know, in the whole neighborhood. Boedo, San Lorenzo, only one. Here there are two, and they profoundly dislike each other. So look at this, man. So the vicinity of the thing is beyond words. If you light a cigarette and go from one cancha to the other, you would probably not finish it. And what's funny about these two stadiums is that they are both very beautiful. One is completely round in all aspects of it, and the other one is also an architectural gem. So as you can imagine, Independiente, with their 7 Copa Libertadores, they have this banner with all the Libertadores up there, so that the other lot behind me look at it and be pissed. Racing also has 1 Copa Libertadores, and they are also the last team to have won something for Argentina. They won the Sudamericana last year, actually. There's a colleague of mine here filming. Hi.
Hola.
Hola. Paladar Rojo. Rojo is the nickname of Independiente here. Look at all these banners, man, with the Copa Libertadores. The pesky neighbors of Racing are accusing this lot here of winning, I don't remember how many of these 7 Libertadores, by just entering the competition in the semifinals. So apparently there was at one point this rule that the previous winner of the Libertadores would enter the competition the next season at the semifinals. Yeah, man, so it doesn't matter which club it is. Diego's stature, that's a word, is Catholic. I mean, everybody. Diego is Diego for everybody, you know? So yeah, as we are leaving El Estadio Libertadores de América, what a beautiful name, I will see you when we come back here to see Independiente play against River. Till then, bye-bye for now. Can you believe that this stadium is the second version of it? The first one was established back in the 20s or beginning of the 30s, something like that. And it was constructed on a swamp. As a matter of fact, Racing was so pissed off that suddenly there was a second team coming in the neighborhood that they tried to delay the new stadium as much as possible. The story is that Independiente was desperately looking for a place to build a new stadium of their own, and Racing was opposing that move. And it's funny that the mayor of Avellaneda back then was a die-hard Racing supporter, and we are talking about the year 1928. It ended up with the fans of Independiente firing bullets at the city hall back then. The new stadium, the Libertadores de América, was built with the transfer money of Kun Agüero, at least up to some point. They actually inaugurated it before it was finished. What I found out online, however, and it's quite worrying, is that the Barra Brava of Independiente is at the moment a state of civil war, man. Now the names confuse me. If I'm not mistaken, they are called La Barra del Rojo, Los Dueños de Avellaneda. Dueños. Bloody hell. We're going to die vlogging. Dueños meaning the owners. It has a double message to the owner Barra Brava of Independiente and to Racing. And when I say civil war, I actually mean it. At some point, the Barra Brava was celebrating one of the members' birthday in one of the parrillas, the barbecue places around Avellaneda. And the young generation visited the scene and started firing with guns and stuff. And besides the use of guns, nobody was injured, by the way. But besides that incident, it was last September, I think, Independiente was playing again against River Plate, and the old Barra Brava somehow arranged for their members to be present all around the stadium instead of the usual place behind the goalpost. And their target was one of the members or one of the leaders of the young Barra Brava. Now they did manage to find him, man, and the fight was brutal. I think he ended up in the hospital or something. Kind of pissed off baby, isn't he? What's interesting in this story is the fact that the victim never said anything to the police. Nobody was arrested, and yeah, so there is a certain omerta there. Let's see what fate has in store for us today. There's a nest. Look at this, man. Check it out, Beethoven. Homenaje de la Asociación Wagneriana de Buenos Aires. Look at this. So this is a homage from the Wagner Association of Buenos Aires. Insane. Do you recognize the place, man? This is Teatro Colón, the same place where we met Leon in order to go to Fiorito the other day. Ever since I saw American Beauty, that scene is constantly in my head. An interesting fact, however, that I had no idea about was that Independiente initially was found very close to Casa Rosada. I mean, dead center of the city, you know? And they ended up at Avellaneda, being the little stone in the shoe of Racing. It's quite chill so far, isn't it? Truth be told, we are early. I mean, the thing is starting in a couple of hours. Flipping hell, down there is the Barra. I see umbrellas, I hear a drum. Check this out, man. Scottish flag is the first emblem of Independiente. we are off.
Hay fernet bien cargadito, chito, fernet. Cerveza fría, agua fría.
What more do you want, man? I mean, I bring you to sunset. Sunset in Avellaneda. Look at it. Look at that. The pinnacle of romanticism. Look at the sunset in on all these Libertadoreses. So you made that banner on the other side with Una Vida de Grandeza for them to watch, right?
Yep. 100% true.
They get very
When
pissed.
you're going downstairs of the Racing Stadium, you can see the...
Ay, la cruz. Gracias. Very high, man. Look at this, as we said, Independiente has two barras, one over there and the other here. This is the dueños and they are fighting this lot here. This is very similar to Luigi Ferrari's. We're in the last row, man. Can you believe that? Ooh. Oh, this is great. We can actually stand. This is so weird, man. We haven't seen this before in Argentina, at least. Two different ultra groups.
Mirá,
pareció más,
mirá.
me pareció que lo fue a buscar
Le pone
más.
hombro, le
No,
pone
lo va a
hombro.
buscar más, boludo. Vos fijate que lo va a buscar porque sabe que no llega porque la tira larga. Mirá, mirá, mirá.
Mirá de vuelta, mirá
Relájate
detenidamente.
que es favor, amigo. Mirala
A
bien.
ver.
Mirá Armani, no mires a Manzano. Mirá Armani. ¿Qué hizo Armani? La pelota nunca la buscó. Cuando vio que no llegaba...
It seems like every game I go, they seem to be allergic to scoring. It's another 0-0, man. By the way, do you remember this? This is Racing. Very kind of Racing to have the doors open for us. Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, another 0-0, man. The only thing that doesn't disappoint are the fans, man. I mean, listen to this. Music and rhythm everywhere.